Hi everybody, I'm Glen On this week's show, I'm spin casting for steelhead. I employ the use of the spoon, and it should be a lot of fun. Hope you'll join me. That's right here on Scud Brothers Fishing Adventures.
In this episode, we catch up with Glen in moderate winter conditions. It's unusually warm, and most larger lakes have not even begun to freeze. Glen heads down a rough trail to a familiar favorite spot. By the looks of things, the path hasn't been traveled in a while. This could be rewarding news to a fisherman. No traffic could mean the presence of a few undisturbed fish. The day looks just perfect.
Look at that. First cast, don't even know what it was. Maybe it's an old coho. Woohoo! Look at that. Well, that was pretty strange. First cast, and I'm looking for steelhead here. I'm sitting in, I think, the last day of December, and look at that. There's an old coho, and he's still hitting. Woohoo! I'm running a real light line, so I have to be real gentle here. But look at that, eh? That fish has been in here a while and looking for steelhead. And it's a coho. So we'll just pop that hook out of there real nice. There he is. Okay. Right on. Okay, well, fish is a fish. I guess we'll take that. Yeah, there's steelhead out there. I've had a couple of good hits, and they were way too hard and quick running to be anything else but steelhead. Yeah, here's a fish. That's a steely. Little one though. Woohoo! Right. That might be a cutty. Hard to say. The steelhead get actually quite a bit bigger here. Little guy. Must be a cutty. Nice color. Look at that little guy. Beautiful color. Perfect pan size too, eh? That's nice. Get him to settle down a bit. And what do we have? Yeah. So that is a rainbow. Really nice little rainbow. Beautiful little fish. Hit that spoon. Cool. Well, that was all right. It's nice when you can get to see that. Ah, it's better than catching those old coho anyway. Yeah, there you go. Good one. Yes. That's steelhead. Here's a good fish. Yes. Right on. I knew they were out there. I missed about 4 or 5 right in a row. You get a good hook, but you know there's coal hanging around too, so it's so hard to tell. But this feels, you know, by the characteristics of the water I'm fishing, I think it's hopefully a steelhead. If it's a coho, we'll have to move. But anyway, he's got some weight. Nice fish. He's not running hard, but the steelhead don't run that hard this time of year. He's got some weight. Oh, he broke. Broke the line. Well, all I'm using anyway for this show, for the most part, is spoons. And just little coho spoons, 45. And I find that the silver with the red stripe is the best color right now. And the trick is, and there's really no trick to it, I'm looking in the river and there's a sandbar about halfway out in the river. And I find that there's a bit of a trough and a shelf right along there because I've been out here with the jet boat. So what I'm doing is I'm casting out toward the sandbar, letting it fall into the trough so it sinks deep, slow retrieve back, the spoon's just kind of flopping, steelhead sitting there. This is about my third or fourth fish that I've missed. So it's a waiting game. It's not like you get a lot of numbers, but some days, you know, you could be here and you'd be surprised to get 5 or 6 fish in a couple hours. And that's a good day anywhere. Let's try it again.
Still to come, Glen puts in time well spent, and things are starting to pay off. Some good numbers of fish when we return. Stay tuned.
Yeah, fish on. Yee-hoo, good hit. Now last time I was a little bit tight on the drag, so hopefully this time I can play this right and get him in. I'm not going to rush him. Just going to slowly work my way back to shore. He's on there. It's not as big as that last one I lost, but he's there regardless. The trick is to get yourself into a place where you can comfortably relax, get a good footing, and then control the fish. And I would like to keep them on the smooth side of the water. There's less current, but you never know what happens. Again, I really don't know for sure what this is. And I'm gonna take a little bit more time this time. I've reset the drag so I don't have as much on this fish as I had last time. This is not even a big fish, but he's coming in. And what is it? And it looks like a steelhead, little steelhead. Yeah, steely. Just a little one, but that's okay. Great fun on a day like today. Woo! Nice fish. And they're not, and most times, you see how bright that little trout was. The steelhead usually this time of year are super, super bright. Really nice fish. And hey, we're spin casting this week, which is a little different from the norm. Nice fish. Nice fish. Oh, he just seen me for the first time. He says, well, I don't like that. But the last one I lost, which has got my spoon now, I'll bet you he was 3 times the size of this. And that's kind of like the fish we're targeting. Some of the bigger fish. All I want to do is just roll you over there, buddy. Whoop, 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 whoop. No way, not yet. Running a little bit light line here, so I've just got to get it through his mouth. Okay. All right, there he is. There we go. Just wrapped around his... Perfect. Yeah. Okay. Get a hold of his tail. Pull my little barbless hook out of there. There he is. There. Nice little steelhead. Not so bad at all. That water is actually quite cool for a day like today. It's pretty warm. Ah, yes. Thank you. Excellent. What I'm doing anyway is nothing really, really tough. There's like I said, there's a gravel bar on the far side of this pool, and there's a little bit of a drop off. I'm casting out. letting the spoon sink down. I'm actually mending my line a couple times so that the spoon will stay ahead of the line, because when the line catches the current, it kind of forces the spoon not to act like I want it to act. I'd rather see the spoon go down the current first and keep upstream, pointing upstream, and then bouncing down into the steelhead territory. And when you mend your line a couple times after it sinks, then a very slow retrieve, that action works real well. And the funny thing is, I've found a few times, if you don't actually get the line mended and get the spoon pointing in the right direction, and you'll find that things just don't happen as often. So it's working. Yep, fish on. Yeah, oh, he come out of the water. He's gone, I think. No, he's still there, he's still there. Funny, this spot there, it seems like the more you work it, the fish are sitting out there at one little area and they get agitated, and then once some things start happening, then, oh yeah, nice colors. Then they start to get aggressive, and then things turn right on. This is a nice fish too. Let's get him across this. I'm fighting the current here too. He's a good looking fish. Oh yeah. Nice looking fish. Lots of energy. Well, you know, we went through the Christmas holidays and we kind of just sat home, had a quiet Christmas, and we really didn't do a lot of fishing in the last 30 days. And that's like, geez, that's a long time for me. I'm always out. And we just took it easy for a while, and we thought, well, the weather's looking pretty good. It's warm out. Like I say, it's probably plus 10 today. Nice, healthy doe. Boy, look at her. Nice doe. Very nice. Respectable little steelhead. Oh, she's ready to go. Yep, she's ready to go. So we gotta give it to her. Well, I like to show you, but sometimes a little bit hot to handle.
Hey, don't go away, because we'll be right back.
I've got a small one here. It might be probably another small steelhead. It might be a couple 3 pounds, you never know. Nice little chromer. Nice little chrome trout. Oh yeah, yes. I guess it's a trout. That's pretty well all we've seen today is coho and trout. This looks like he's pretty chrome. Oh, look at that, he's a dolly. Well, that's real nice. You get to see a little bit of variety, and that's always really nice too. Nice dolly. Settle him down. Yeah. Look at that little baby. Beautiful dots. Look at that, eh? Beautiful, beautiful dots. Red tail. Isn't that nice? Primo. Absolutely cool. Oh, that was rewarding. Hey, I love my dollies. I always said pound for pound, dollies are some of the most fun fish available to freshwater fishermen because they're pretty easy to catch and they are quite voracious and they get pretty big some places. You know, on this end of the world where I am, in western British Columbia, some of the places here you can get dollies, you know, even 20 pounds. But on the far coast I'm here now, you get a 3-pounder, that's pretty big. Here's one. Little guy, falling right in the shore. Perfect. Probably a small steelhead again. Yeah, it's got a little bit of weight. I changed rods. It's a little bit more stout rod, a little shorter. It doesn't have quite the casting distance, but and lighter line again. Yeah, little steelhead. Here he is. Cool. Nothing wrong with that. Ooh, little jumper. Oh, this is a good day. Having a good day. Nice dots. Yeah, some really nice rainbow traits. And that's more rainbowy colored than most fish we've seen. Boy, that one's like a little football too. Look at that thing. He's just, whoa, he's just fat. Give me some trouble there. That's more rainbowy because you see he's got a lot different traits for color. And he's like real football. He's really tall. Look at that. Beautiful fish. But he's a steelhead, no less. Oh, jeez. And I thought for sure that fish was gone. He hit like a ton of bricks. Unfortunately, the camera doesn't have a very good place to stand, so I kind of have to bring the fish to you, but it's working out so far today. We're getting some fish. It's got a little bit of weight to him. I can't put much pressure on him. I'm sure that once he sees me, oh yeah. Whoa, good run, good run. And like I say, I am running some pretty light stuff today. The light line is keeping me down into the fishing zone. And I'm just trying to get this fish in. Okay, this is the nice thing about this reel, and that is, oh, look at this thing. Don't even know what it is yet. Well, I'm sure it's a steelhead, because this is what we're after, and that's usually what's around. This is nice to have the center drag, because you know you don't have to really stop reeling. You can actually adjust with your finger right here as you're twisting in. But like I say, if you think I'm an amateur, folks, well, this is not the case. I'm running really light drag on purpose, because the water is quite cold. The line makes the line a little bit more brittle, and I'm running a real light line, 12 pounder for steelhead. That's getting pretty borderline. But with the small lure, the lighter line is getting me down better, and I'm having a lot more success. But it's taking a little bit longer to get the fish in. Man, what is this fish? It's either a pretty sizable steelhead or possibly a foul hook. And this happens sometimes too, because you know you're bouncing the spoon slowly off the bottom. Doesn't feel like a foul hook though. It feels like it's in the mouth. Usually a foul hook does circles, and you can almost tell the way they fight. This feels like a good hook. It just feels like he's got a little bit of weight. So it's going to take some time. And I'm right in that current too. And that's not helping me either. Still don't know what it is. And like I said, there is coho out here today. We've seen a few of those. They're pretty old. Oh yeah, it's a steelhead. He's chrome. He's chrome. Just trying to hold him up. He is not even as big as I thought he was going to be. He sure put on a performance out there. He's not even near as big or as pretty as some of the ones we've seen. But hey, he put on a pretty good display. Good looking fish anyway. Got a few shoulders on him. Okay, just about coming to his time now. Close. Oh yeah, there he is. Nice fish. Boy, he hasn't got a lot of color. Just silvery chrome. Nice fish. Beautiful hook. And man, that fish is fat. He put on quite a display for us out there. Hey, there he goes. Man, they're hot to handle, some of them. But anyway, we're having a ride. Okay, we'll take a quick break and be right back after this.
Well, I'm impressed. I was able to hit one of my favorite spots, and it would appear because of the quantity today, it hasn't had too much recent fishing pressure. I didn't tag on to any large steelhead, but the numbers were quite promising. The day was quite complete, as a couple of smaller cutthroat trout and dollies were released in between. That has to make for one real successful fishing day. I was really surprised how many fish were in that small run. Obviously, the spoon was a great choice.
Good fish. Not bad at all. Boy, it's been hard to get them on this side of that little run. Every time I get a fish, they always want to lean into that far current. And using that lighter line, I really don't have many options. But this one swam on this side, which is a better place to bring him in. A little bit smoother, a little bit easier to control. I would imagine it's another steelhead. Well, you know what? We've had a great day. All right. So it's been an absolutely incredible day. Look at the coloration of those dots. This is not as pretty as that last one. He's a little bit bigger, but what a great day. Okay, well, we'll get this guy back. Let's pull the hook out of there. Put him down. Yeah. And there he goes. Whew! What a great day. Well, I've had a fantastic time. Hope you enjoyed it. This is Glen Kilcup for Scud Brothers Fishing Adventures saying, this is your playground. Let's respect it and keep it clean. I'll see you next week. Oh!